My name is Charles Francis McAfee. Born in 1932, December 25th. If I'm lucky, I'll meet my 90th birthday this December 25th. I was born in Los Angeles, California. During the middle of the Depression, my mom and dad were looking for work, so they went to California, where her mother lived. And that's where I was born, but I was only there 6 months. We came back to Wichita, so I've been in Wichita all of my life. I grew up at 933 Indiana, right across the street from Dunbar Elementary School, where I went to elementary school through the 6th grade, segregated elementary school, and then to Leoviture to the 7th and 8th grade, segregated again. And then first time integrated school was to Central Intermediate. We didn't have an indoor gym. We didn't have facilities that the other schools had. So the first place we really played indoors was in the 9th grade. I played for basketball for St. Peter Claver, a Catholic school that was open 2 blocks north of my house. They didn't have enough students, so they let us recruit from the neighborhood. It must have been the first great illegal recruiting, because all the guys they recruited ended up making All-State in high school, and then one of them All-American in college. But that was just the beginning. I was pretty good at tennis, couldn't play in high school. I was very good at drafting. My first drafting instructor was a man by the name of John Carter, who taught me how to draw things with a T-square and a triangle. When I got to high school, I finished the whole year's work in the first semester. So my instructor hired me out to home builders. So I was making $10 a house drawing that I did for construction. Thought I was really making some serious money. But with all the racism that was going on, my mom and dad thought I needed to get out of Wichita. So they were looking for a school up north, so to speak. Found the University of Nebraska. Well, my brother drove me up to Nebraska, dropped me off. So freshman week, I was looking for some other colored people, didn't find any. Went to play tennis, nobody would play. Came back by the gym and heard of basketball. So I went inside and I was standing there. 2 guys were playing 2 guys, and a 5th guy showed up. They said, "You play basketball?" I said, "Yeah." "Well, come on." So I started playing basketball with these guys. I didn't know who they were. There was a guy up in the stands looking. So he came down about a half hour. He says, "You go to school here?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Are you coming out for the basketball team?" I said, "No." He said, "I'd like for you to come out for the basketball team." I said, "Who are you?" "My name is Harry Good, and I'm the basketball coach here at the University of Nebraska." So I promised my mother and father no sports, because my freshman year I had calculus, chemistry, and physics, and I had 18 hours. So I had promised them no sports, but I didn't tell them. I went out for the basketball team, and I made it. And freshmen couldn't play varsity, so I came home for Christmas. My father, who watched 2 television for everything on sports and read Sports Illustrated, and he was sitting in his easy chair when I walked in the house. He says, "Who is this outstanding freshman guard on the basketball team at the University of Nebraska named Charles McAfee?" I said, "Well, Daddy, look, I was going to tell you and Mama they're going to help with a scholarship that'll save you some money. He said, that wasn't the deal. The deal was, we pay the bills, you study. I said, well, now if you tell mama, he said, I'm not telling your mother. Your mother's back there in the kitchen. So I went back in the kitchen. My mom was about 5'2". And I'm standing there looking down at her. She's got her hands in the dishwasher. And I'm telling her this story. She looks at me real slowly up and looks me in the face. And I thought I was getting ready to hear the words like, go out in that backyard, cut the biggest switch you can find and bring it back in here to me. But she didn't. So they let me go ahead and play.